Basically, we are prospecting water transportation in Lagos. We're looking at it from the LAGFERRY model. And joining me right now to shed light on this is Abdoulbaq, Ladi-Balogun. He's the Managing Director, Lagos Ferry Services. Nice to have you back in the studios. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, listeners. Right. Good morning, Lagos.
Right. It's been exactly 4 months since you last visited our studios. And at that time, I remember the new boats that were just acquired were about to be commissioned by the government. So how has things been? Has operations kicked off ever since then?
I need to say that 96.1 FM Lagos Traffic Road has been a great partner in deepening the water transportation awareness and enlightenment to the passengers and the Lagosians. So we are very grateful for that collaborative efforts. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's been a very pleasant experience for us and quite challenging as well. Because you know that the water transportation sector is actually like a fragile sector of the economy, and for the passionate and the commitment of Mr. Governor, we are able to do a lot in that sector within the just 5 months of operation.
Right.
I would say 5 minus 1 because the entire month of April we're actually at home because of the
lockdown.
Yeah, it was a lockdown period.
All right.
So for 4 months is very, very interesting, exciting, but also very challenging.
Let's talk about the exciting part, because quite a lot of times I do see figures that come out from that sector, how many people are being moved via the waterways, and it's so amazing. I said, you mean people are moving on the waterways? Talk to me. What's the figures looking like? Those are making it of the waterways.
You know, on the average, we have 10,000 per month. 10,000 people will be moved per month.
Wow.
But I want to tell you that as at today is 30th of June, which marked our 5th month of operation.
Right.
You know, if we had to take maybe 4 months of active operation, you know, taking away April. So we actually moved 63,000. As at yesterday, we have moved 63,577 passengers on water. That's LAGFERRY alone.
Okay.
What that means is that we have seen an increased usage, increased patronage of the water transportation by Lagosian.
Right.
So that means the new culture in Lagos transportation sector now is water mania.
Which is very, very good. So it means that gradually we're having Lagosians keen into this idea of moving on the waterways.
You know, another thing that's very interesting to me is that some corporate players are seeing it as a game changer. You know what I mean?
What do you mean?
You see, when people we have received a lot of patronage from corporate clients that wanted to do meeting and wanted to meet up with their time. You will see 2-3 people come in and say, okay, please, I'm going to charter this boat. I'm going from Island to Ikorodu, or I'm coming from Ikorodu, I'm going to Maitu, or I'm going to Badagry.
Right.
And you see these people consummating their meeting, you know, getting done with their meeting within a few minutes.
And then they get back.
Yeah, in the next 1 hour, they're about 2 hours, they're back. So they are quite interesting. People are now, you know, taking to the culture of let me leave my car and, you know, patronize the public transportation via the waterways.
Which is very, very good. So let's talk about the routes that you guys fly now from the Lagos Ferry Services. How many routes do you have?
Currently, we are doing 7 routes, and by tomorrow, we are hoping to expand because Mr. Governor graciously approved the usage of my Bayoku jetty for LAGFERRY through Laswa.
Right.
So we're going to be flying from Bayoku, Ikorodu Bayoku LCD in Ikorodu local government from tomorrow, and that means we are expanding our route from Badore from Bayoku to the people of Langbasa and Okeranla in Itosa local government, and our ultimate destination is Badore.
Okay.
So Bayoku to Badore is a triangular movement,
right? And
we're talking about 13 minutes journey. 13 minutes journey.
That sounds so fast.
Yeah, you are moving from Lagos East, which is Bayoku, and you are coming to Badore Aja, Lagos Central. In 13 minutes, you get it done.
Wow.
Yeah, that's exactly the next thing that we're
from Ikorodu can take advantage of this. So apart from Ikpakudu, they can also make use of Bayoku, you said.
And Ijede.
So we have 3 routes within the Ikorodu corridor.
Very, very active now.
Wow. Let's talk about other areas now, because I know Mile 2. How active is Mile 2, by the way?
Mile 2, we're building it. You know, the place has been abandoned for more than 30 years, okay? And because of your sensitization that you're helping us to do, and what we are putting on the social media as well,
right,
we've been able to do a lot in that area. gradually the patronage is increasing, and we're doing something now. From Maitu, you can actually go to Ojo, you can actually go to Badagry, you can actually go to Liverpool in Apapa or Tinker Island in Apapa, and you can actually move to CMS or Ibutero.
Wonderful.
So we dedicated about 2 boats for that area, MV Akran and MV Latif Jakonde.
All right.
Yeah, those 2 boats ply from they initiate their trip from Maitu onward Ojo, Badagry, or Liverpool, Apapa, Tinker, Apapa, then CMS Marina.
All right, so let's talk about how cost-effective is all of this movement. Because even though we're having more people patronizing the waterways, some will be concerned that moving on the waterways might be more expensive than moving on land. How true is this?
I want to tell you that you cannot quantify the time that you are saving and by coming on water, because there's no traffic. And quite interestingly, we introduced a very friendly fare when we came on board. And because of the COVID-19 issue, and when the lockdown was relaxed and we're back to services, Mr. Governor instructively gave us a directive: do not add to the hardship on the people. Please leave the fare as it is. And then we all appealed to, including the local operator. Last week called a stakeholder meeting, and they handed over the instruction to us. This is the new guideline you're going to operate, but please don't increase the fare. So for LAGFERRY, we are keeping to the directive of Mr. Governor. We are still charging our introductory rate.
Right.
So it's coming at a bit
discounted.
From
so how much is it really? If I'm moving from Ikpakodo, for instance, to the 5 Cowrie terminal, how much does it cost?
Fortunately for us, we are still charging you 600 naira. 600
naira.
Yeah, and other boat operators are charging 1,200.
Yeah, I do understand that. What if I'm coming from Maltu to Apapa, for instance? How much does it cost?
It's 500 naira.
500 naira.
Exactly.
So distance notwithstanding, you guys are still making it as low as possible.
Yeah, because that's the rate for now, because Mr. Governor told us the welfare of the people of Lagos State is paramount to the government.
All right, then, Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM, prospecting water transportation in Lagos. We're looking at it from the Lagos Ferry Services model. And joining me in the program this morning is the Managing Director of LAGFERRY, in the person of Honorable Ladi-Balogun. Okay, then, a brief break. When we return, we'll talk about the challenges confronting them. Now, of course, how you can also be part of this by connecting with us on 0809 912 0777. Let's talk about the waterways and how safe, really, because some people's concern might be, are those channels, are they properly channelized at the moment for there to be easy movement across the waterways?
I think on the average, the channels are well dredged, except for some areas and some routes that are yet to be developed. And I think Mr. Governor has equally directed the Ministry of Waterfront and our regulatory agency, Lagos State Waterways Authority, to up the ante in that area regarding dredging and channelization of the route.
All right.
Because over the time you will see that we have a lot of wreckages in the water, and which could be an impediment for smooth ride of the boats on the waterways.
All right.
So all these things are the challenges we're facing. Mr. Governor has equally saddled that last one with that responsibility.
All right. So before we begin to hear from the people this morning, let's talk about even moving inside your boats. I hear you guys have some ultra modern boats. What's the feeling like? What are the facilities you have inside your boats?
It's very exciting. That's why passengers keep coming up, and we are having increased patronage. With the commencement of the commercial operation of LAGFERRY, generally we've seen about 35% increase in the patronage of waterway from what it used to be before. So what are these things that we are using to attract the passengers and the commuters? Is because we are making it comfortable for them. So it's making them convenient while they are on board. We have onboard entertainment system, and we have the technology infusion. That means on our boat, you can actually use a phone to do anything you want to do on the internet. And you can actually put on your laptop, do some prep before
you mean you have some Wi-Fi services?
Yeah, there's a free Wi-Fi service on board.
Wow.
And you can actually take advantage of this while on board before you get to your workplace, before you do some assignment or you concluded on some transaction.
All right.
So those are the things that made people, come. And equally, all of us, we know the challenges we are facing with the electricity. So you see some passengers they come in, and the first thing they do when they're on board is to charge their phone, because we give them that USB port, charging port.
All right. So how many seaters are these boats?
They come in various sizes and capacity. The biggest one we have contains 60 people, and we have 3 of those, and we have the last one, the next one, that's Mobolaji Johnson and Bola Tinubu, which is 50 capacity.
Right. And
we come to the 40 capacity, Ipakodo, Alausa, Sangbeto, and then in the 30-seater capacity, Babatude Fashola, Oba Akiolu, Latif Jakande,
right,
and Igbegaiko.
Okay, so
those were the 30, and we have the 25-seater
as well,
Ayong Bure and Akran.
Okay, so let's talk about the impact. COVID-19 and of some of the measures that have been put in place. I know that there are some guidelines for operating, especially with commercial or public transportation. So, what are you guys doing in that regard?
We have to follow the protocol to the niche, and that is, we keep to the 60% capacity, although it's affecting us adversely, because it made us to be going more. Our frequency, the trip frequency, is becoming higher, because the passengers will be stranded if we don't go back to pick them. Meaning that instead of carrying 30 people, 30 passengers on a MV Gbegaiko, for instance, I have to pick 18. So that's minus 12. Or those 12 need to be carried one way or the other.
All right.
So instead of doing 3 trips in a day, we're actually 2 trips in a day. We're actually doing like 4 trips in a day, particularly in the morning and in the evening.
All right.
Just to make sure that the upsurge we are witnessing in that area is being taken care of by our boats and by our ferry.
All right.
So it's not. We are praying that we should get over. Better. Yeah, we should get over and defeat this COVID-19.
What about other protocols? Like
other protocols are there.
Face mask.
Of course, you cannot even enter into the terminal without a face mask. That's the number one thing. And before you even get to the terminal, there is a provision of bucket of water, the running water, and the hand sanitizer, which you're going to use, and soap. You wash your hand and you proceed to the gate. At the entrance of the gate, you see a security man there. What they do, they check your temperature with an infrared thermometer. And from there, you move into the ticketing area. Observe social distancing while there. Get your ticket. Then you go to the lounge. When your boat is not there, waiting for your boat. Right. And if your boat are there, of course, you follow the queue while observing the social distancing.
Okay, then
the same thing happen while you're on board. So on board every boat, we have sanitizers,
which is very good.
And our crew, they have this PPE. They are well kitted.
Well kitted. Yeah. All right, that sounds pretty nice. All right, we're going to be connecting with our people out there very, very shortly. But before that, let me just ask you this question. So, which of the routes, which of the terminals, would you say you have the highest number of passengers that you move every time? Thank you, Mr. Victor. Before I answer that, let me just give you this about the safety protocol COVID-19 regulation guideline. At the end of every trip, all our boats make on daily basis, every trip, we have these corporate cleaners, and they will ensure that they disinfect the boat and clean the boat after every trip. Not just the boat, but also the life jackets. Oh, that's good. Yeah, these were the measures being put in place to safeguard the lives of our people, and to enforce the guideline handed over by Mr. Governor to all the public transporters. If I do not want to make use of your life jackets, can I come with mine? Yes, it's very, very good. And that's why we're saying that's the next culture. That's the new culture in Lagos State now, watermania. You got to find some people that are actually putting it as part of their usage. They have their jackets with them. Okay. All right, let's hear from the people because of time constraints, really. But my question still remains outstanding. Ikorodu. All right. Mr. Victor, if you give me 70 boats, it's not enough to take the people from Ikorodu every weekday in the morning. Wonderful. If you give me 75 boats, as I'm talking to you, it's not enough to take the people from Ikorodu to their different destination every morning. So my Ikorodu friends, you're scoring very high on the scorecard for LAGFERRY this morning. It means you guys are very, very good in terms of keying into the prospects of water transportation. Let's hear from you right now on 0809-912-0777. That's the number that you can connect with us on the program. We're prospecting water transportation in Lagos, and we're looking at it from the LAGFERRY model. So if you have taken any of these boats or you've entered in any of them, you can feel free to join the conversation. But if you've not, you can also share your sentiments with us and let the managing director of LAGFERRY respond to your concerns as well. All right, like I said, it's a very limited time that we have on the program this morning, but feel free to join the conversation right now on 0809-912-0777. That's the numbers that you can connect with us. All right, brief break. We'll be back. But we have some reaction as well on social media. Let's see if we can take some of them before we allow the MD to respond. Yes, Falashadi, take us through.
All right, let me start with this coming from Elelu Bojimo Odiola Milekon. Good morning, sir. Could you please look into the possibility of boarding ferry from boundary in Ajeromi, Ifelodun to other parts of Lagos? The waterway here needs to be worked upon.
Okay.
Yes, Elelu. All right, and we have another one here on WhatsApp. Let's see. Good morning, Mr. Victor. How was your night? My greetings to the guests, Honorable Alhaji Abdoulbaq Balogun. Please, there is a serious traffic on Eric Moore in Waterbury to Costain. Taufik Alfanla.
Taufik, thank you so much for that. Last man monitors within that corridor, breweries. You can connect with us. Let's see what's happening within that particular corridor. Let's help Taufik move much faster as well. All right, but you can put your comments through. If you have gone through the waterways in recent time, feel free to join the conversation. Hello there, good morning.
Hello.
Yeah, good morning. What's your name?
How are you this morning?
Very good.
Ade from Agege.
Ade, all right. Let's hear you.
I've been listening to the MD of the Ferry talking there, and I'm very, very surprised to hear everything that they have been saying. Like most of us that live in Lagos, and most of the Lagos are not really fully aware of this happening in Lagos. And then when they mentioned the figure that they
have moved
every month, he said 10,000.
Right.
And I was surprised. Later, I now remember that it's only for people within that
corridor.
Corridor area. I just noticed when you asked him about the fare from Marina to Maitu, and he said 500 naira.
Right.
And he also said the governor has instructed that he didn't want people to suffer, that they have to reduce the price.
Right.
For me, I think that price of 500 naira from Marina to Maitu seems to be something that will be discouraging people. We know the poverty level in this country. And I will want a situation whereby people are aware of this water transportation. You will be surprised that most people living in Lagos and coming to Ikeja Island will still prefer to go through road because of the cheaper price or whatever.
Right.
So I want Lagos State government to look at this and further reduce the price so as to encourage more people to take that route of
so let me ask you, Ade, I hope you are going to be taking full advantage of this. Probably one of these days, you can just make use of the waterways.
Thank you. I live in mainland. I live in Lagege. I work in Ikeja. So somebody like us in the mainland, we don't have this opportunity of going by.
Yeah, but any day you want to go to the island, you might want to make use of the waterways.
Of course, yes. Of course. From island coming back to Agege, how will that be? It won't be cost effective for me.
Okay.
But notwithstanding, for somebody like me, it's something that I would not like to see people living in the Korodu coming to mainland, still going by road. You see a lot of people on the road. It's like either people are not aware,
right,
or the price is too much for them.
And that is why we are bringing this program up. All right, Ade, thank you so much for your thoughts and thank you for connecting with us. He's talking about further reduction of the prices. What do you think?
Thank you, Mr. Ade. I quite appreciate your contribution this morning, but unfortunately, the fare that we are charging at LAGFERRY is very, very low compared to industry standard. In the sector today, if you go to the private operators and local operators, they're going to charge you more than that. So we are still keeping it at this price now. It's not as if it's profitable for us.
Right.
But we are trying just to keep in touch. I mean, keep in tandem with the directive from Mr. Governor.
Hola, Elenubo is talking about boundary. It says there's
boundary Ajegunle. You know, actually, we all know that 1/3 of Lagos landmass is covered by water.
All right.
So the people of Ajegunle, right now, I think they are being served by all these local operators, the canoe boats. They were not using engine, which is not safe for them. I think it's been escalated to the Ministry of Waterfront and the Ministry of Transportation to see what we can do, because there's an advantage we have there. A jetty has been constructed in the 70s and is still standing as today, concrete jetty.
Right.
So what do we need to do? We just need to dredge the waterways, create the channel from Ajegunle to Apapa and Maitu and other areas, so that it can be opened up that area for businesses on the waterways.
Let me take this call. Hello there, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Morning, Adam. Good morning.
All right.
Yeah, quickly, what's the provision as regards those people who have vehicles and want to use waterways?
Okay, like park and ride.
God bless you. God bless you for this question.
All right, just listen up. He will respond to you.
I'm very glad that you asked this question, and that's what we are advocating, to reduce the road traffic congestion in Lagos State. Provision has been made at our terminals and jetties for people to bring in their cars and park while they take a boat ride. So
do you have enough car space?
Yeah. For Ikorodu, come to Ikorodu in the morning, you will see a lot of people that are taking advantage of this. Most of them are workers and businessmen. What do? They come to the jetty, they come to the terminal.
Let me see if I can still sneak this car call in before I let you go because of time. Hello there, good morning. Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, my name is Ruben Victor. How are you?
Very good. Ruben?
Hello.
Hello, I can hear you.
Radio?
Yes, I'm with you.
Okay, fine. I've been hearing an announcement that you have a service between Badore and Ijede.
Yes.
And over all this while, I have not seen any boat belonging to Lagos State that were flying in Badore Ijede route. What's the connection?
Okay, then.
Every day there's radio announcement that the ferry between the Badore and Ijede.
Okay, just listen. He will respond to you.
Thank you, Mr. Ruben. I want to assure you that the people of Ijede and Badore, they are taking advantage of LAGFERRY services there. In fact, that's the route where we recorded the highest number of trips on daily basis.
That's Ijede to Badore.
Yes, we have MV and Yobure, which have done 22 trips in a day. It's never been done before by any commercial boat operators in Lagos or in Nigeria. 22 trips done by his boats in a day. Yes.
Right. Let's take this
Ijede to Badore is being fully served by LAGFERRY.
Right.
And other boat operators are there as well.
Okay, then. So let's take this home this morning because of time, really. It's nice that you've come here to shed light on all of this. But what's your message to our people this morning? And, of course, how can they connect with LAGFERRY if they have any infractions on the road, on the waterways?
Thank you so much. You know, like Lagos State Safety Emergency, and you have your 767 and 112, which you can call, because Lasema was also working with us, and our agency regulatory, and the regulatory agency is there as well. Lagos State Waterways Authority, LASWA. But we want to assure you of the safe and faster movement in Lagos State today, and that is what the services and brought to you by LAGFERRY.
All right.
We want everybody to know that the next frontier for Lagos economy is on the water, and LAGFERRY is there to take up that responsibility. Any numbers, any social media that they can connect with LAGFERRY? We are live on social media. At LAGFERRY is our Twitter handle, at LAGFERRY as Instagram, and Lagos Ferry Services on Facebook. All right. And you can reach out to us. You can even check our website, www.lagferry.gov.ng, for any information up to date, to track our route, to know the route, and to know and coming on board very soon is the LAGFERRY app, where you can actually use your phone and your laptop to do anything you want to do with LAGFERRY.